Welcome back to The Blend. You often hear of at-home medical care, but what if your loved one could use some help? Someone to take care of chores, help you get from here to there, perhaps make a meal or two. That's where ComForCare Henderson can help. Here to explain how they help seniors live their best lives is Teri and Alan Hughes with ComForCare Henderson, along with the very attractive Bentley, the therapy dog. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's great to have you on. ComForCare, it is different than other at-home care agencies. Tell us why.
It is different in the sense that I'm a registered nurse. So I'm an owner of the company, majority owner of the company.
That was a little reminder there, Alan.
Take second fiddle. That's
So it's different in the sense that when we have a new client or prospective client, I can go out and I can do a full assessment on them. What exactly are their needs? And then I can take that information, develop a care plan, but also take it to our caregivers and say, okay, this person has Parkinson's, this is what that means, this is how you work with them, this is how you make them more productive, involve them in different situations. So I find that that's really quite helpful for us.
Absolutely, yes. As an RN, you have that extra knowledge and extra care you're able to give. Alan, let's not underestimate your part in this partnership.
the minority owner. That's okay.
Thank you very much. But one of the things you do is assure that the caregivers who work for you are educated and qualified.
Correct. So when we hire caregivers, I'm 26 years in human resources. So I think one of the things that I know how to do is hire. So we do a lot of testing in order to get the right people in that. But when Teri and I are actually interviewing people, the things that we're looking for is people need to have passion and people need to have the right attitude to be a caregiver.
Oh, certainly.
You don't need any medical background in order to be a caregiver. Teri can teach them all the technical things that they need to do in order to promote safe transfers and all of that. But if people don't have the right passion, if they don't have the right attitude going into it, then it's really not the job for them, because it's a really difficult job.
It is. It's very demanding, and I can imagine it takes a special kind of person, certainly. Let's talk about ComForCare is actually a national network founded over 20 years ago, I believe, the company. What advantage do you think it is for you folks to be tied in with that national network?
Well, I think a franchise is important because, first off, we have a corporate office that kind of sets all the standards, and they have all kinds of technology that our caregivers use. There's a lot of processes they put in place for follow-up. We do a lot of communication to our clients and our caregivers, and a lot of that is facilitated through the corporate office. But they've also got a proprietary dementia-wise program, and so we make sure that all of our caregivers go through our dementia-wise training, because we deal with a lot of adults that have got dementia. So we're a dementia certified office from corporate.
Great.
So we've gone through all of the testing, and we make sure that all of our caregivers are trained properly as well.
Yes.
So I think that's an advantage, having a you know, we're 150 offices across Canada, the US, and the UK. So it's a pretty big network of people that we can always pull to in order to get more information and find out, you know, what we need to do.
I think it's such a great service you provide, not only for folks who need the care, but also for family members who may be feeling overwhelmed.
Yes.
You know, it's okay to reach out for help. What are some of the main services you find are in demand?
Like you say, a lot of it is families just need a break. You know, they're caring for their loved one. They're full-time caregivers. They're not a mother, a brother, or a spouse anymore. They become a caregiver. So by allowing another caregiver to come in that's experienced in what their loved one is going through, it gives them a break. You know, they can go out and they can go for lunch with a friend. They can, you know, go shopping without having to worry about, is mom okay? You know, so that's the main one. And plus, we work a lot with hospice, so there's always that opportunity to also make sure that families are just loving on their loved one. You know, they're able to just be there and hold their hand, not have to worry about all the other things. Hospice is amazing. They do wonderful work, so partnering with them, it just gives a little extra support to those families that need it.
Wow, yeah, it's very powerful. I was there for my dad during that time in his life. And speaking of hospice, there's a beautiful dog, Bentley, at my feet right now, who's behaving so well. Bentley is a certified therapy dog. Tell me some of the visits Bentley goes on.
Bentley does a variety of visits. He goes into nursing homes, he goes into hospitals. We did a lot of work during...
Come here, buddy.
Bentley.
We did a lot of work through after the 1 October shooting. We worked with families and that sort of thing. But also, I find a lot of times with our clients, they've gotten to a point in their life where they're not able to have their pets anymore. And they miss that. So I'm able to bring Bentley in and we can do, you know, just let them love on him for a little bit and forget all the other troubles. He tend to be a little more lively than he is right now, but...
That's all right. He's got a very relaxed disposition on cameras.
He does.
This is what's called work for him.
He excels at it.
That's beautiful. And you folks, by the way, you offer assessments. In-home assessments?
Yeah.
Tell us just a bit about that.
You want to take that one?
Sure. We do free in-home assessments. So if somebody's not sure whether or not they need home care or don't need home care, we'll certainly go out and tell them everything of what we do and that and what our caregivers do and what they can provide and that. And that's absolutely free. We don't have any long-term contracts with anybody. If anybody wants to start our service, we could do as minimum as 3 hours a day, 1 day a month. So, and any time that people want to cancel our service, it's 24 hours notice. So there's, you know, there's no handcuffs or anything like that. We're there to help. We're there to provide safety in the home, and that's what we concentrate on.
Alan, Teri, I think what you do is great. Thank you for supporting a lot of the people here in the Valley. It's very personalized, each plan that you offer.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for bringing Bentley. Every show with a dog is a good show for me. Live your best life with help from ComForCare Henderson. They're located on Spencer, east of Flamingo. Call the number or visit the website on your screen. ComForCare Henderson is a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend. Our special Senior Care Day show continues in just minutes, but